Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Infamous NFL. It's been a few weeks, but we're going to be breaking down every single division in the National Football League, starting out with the AFC and the AFC East more specifically. I'm joined by Kyle. How are you doing today on this fine Tuesday night?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully
Exquisite.
everyone's doing well.
That's nice. The AFC East is an interesting division. You got the Bills, you got the Patriots, of course. You,
Patriots.
you got the Dolphins. How could you forget them? You
The
got
big old
the
Dolphins.
you got the fourth team in that division,
The
the
Jets. The
Jets. How could
Jets.
you forget the Jets?
Kenny the Jet Smith.
So, we'll be going over each team, the depth chart, the rookies. Then we'll be predicting each team's schedule. Take a look where we stand in the over-unders for the sports books. And that'll be about it. So let's hop in here to the Bills, our first team on tap. We have their draft class up here. They picked Khair Elam, pick
Yep,
number
Kyrie.
23. Close enough. Cornerback out of Florida, second pick, James Cook. Receiver in there, punter, some other stuff. But, the big two picks, Elam and Cook to shore up the secondary, and James Cook to get a running back that can hopefully run the ball for more than like 3 yards a carry. So not bad.
Yep. They wanted to shore up their running backs this offseason, you could say. Got a few of them.
Yep.
Khalil Shakir is pretty cool too,
Cool
Louisiana
name.
State guy.
Fast dude probably. Probably runs like a 4.3 probably.
I mean, I could probably outrun him, but
You think
he's,
so?
I would assume, rather
He has
decently
a quick name.
quick.
That's like a quick, speedy, deep receiver name. Probably get a few touchdowns. All right, that's their draft class. Pretty interesting stuff. I know. Secondary, running back, depth chart. Obviously, we got the big man in town, Josh Allen, one of the best
Oh,
quarterbacks in the league.
not Case Keenum.
No, the Minnesota Miracle. He has that on his resume, which no one can ever take away. And Matt Barkley's a USC legend. So
Yeah,
they're
he's shit. We can just move on from him.
all right. We can,
Yeah,
I
the running
guess.
backs. Yeah, they got some running backs too. Devin Singletary, James Cook,
Yeah.
Zach Moss, Duke Johnson, Sony Michelle, right? Yeah, I think.
Uh, couldn't tell you to be honest. I know he's on a team. I don't know what team he's on. Might be the
Pretty sure
Dolphins.
he's still.
It's one of the teams.
Or no, 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 no. Yeah, you're right. Dolphins.
Nice.
I tweaked right there.
You
That's on me.
tweaked. It's all right.
That one's on me.
Singletary, Matt Moss, they bring him back. I expect Cook to get the starting job sometime in the season. Devin Singletary and Zach Moss. They're kind of they're serviceable as like a number two, but as like a one, I don't think either are really one caliber. That's kind of been the weakest part of their offense has been the running game. So getting Cook helps. Obviously, they have
Yeah.
Diggs. Davis added Crowder. Nice receiving core. Added Crowder, lost Beasley. So not bad.
hmm
What do you think about
Yeah,
this
but
receiving core here,
losing
running backs?
losing Beasley and getting Crowder isn't really much of a downgrade in my opinion. And then James Cook also is someone that can receive a little bit out of the backfield, so
Mm-hmm.
all around just probably got a little bit better offensively. They also got OJ Howard, which is a kind of a low risk type of player to get. Someone that could be a big player for them. He was pretty good, got injured. Maybe he can get back to being the old OJ Howard. Good blocker, good catching tight end.
Yeah. This offense is pretty stacked. They added
Solid
Saffold.
O line.
I mean, there's really not
Nothing
many
crazy on the
holes.
line, but
Nothing crazy,
they
but
don't
definitely
need
serviceable. Deion Dawkins
yeah,
is
they
good.
don't need a superior O line really necessarily. They just need one that's average.
Yeah, and it's average to above average. This team doesn't really have a lot of holes on it. As we move down to the defense, they got Gregory Rousseau, one of their edge tackles, Ed Oliver, Lawson, Matt Milano, Tremont Edmonds. This defense is fucking spooky to say the
Pretty
least.
good. Yep, Kyer Elam too. Elam to add to their corners. It's gonna be
Yeah,
big.
their secondary
Tre'Davious
last
White coming
year.
back, maybe healthy this year.
Yeah, he's definitely a top five corner when healthy. Last year,
Yeah, well, last year it was in his best season. He was a little down last year, but he could definitely come back and get back to himself. And they also got Kyrie Elam to hopefully replicate him on the other side of the field.
yeah,
And they got great safeties. They've had great safeties. They got a lot of people that can rotate on the line. Ed Oliver just came off a really good year. I mean, the line's maybe their weakest point, but they still got a good line on defense. So they're definitely looking good.
Yeah, I mean their secondary is what needed like kind of the most help last year. I mean the Chiefs game they let up like 40 points, couldn't get a stop to save their life when the offense was cooking. Tre'Davious White healthy, Elam. They have the two safeties, probably one of the best two, if not the best one-two at safety in the league. Then you add Von Miller to that big contract. Have like probably one of the best linebacking cores with Milano and Edmonds. And they add Shaq Lawson, I think. They added him from, what, the Jets or something? If I'm
Ooh,
not mistaken.
maybe. I don't remember for sure on that one. But yeah, all around great defense, great offense, and one of the best teams in the NFL.
Yeah, big things expected in Buffalo this year. Moving on to the Dolphins, who made their share of moves this offseason. We'll take a look at their four draft picks. Didn't have a lot of picks. Traded a lot of those for the players they got. They got Channing Tindall, a linebacker, a receiver out of Tech, which has a cool name, Eric Ezukanama, something like that. A couple other players, they get a quarterback in the seventh round. He probably won't see the light of day, but just in
He'll
case,
be there.
he'll be there. He'll be given reps, good
Yeah, I'm
practice
not gonna
squad
say I
reps.
know much about any of the people they drafted, but good for them. They had a couple picks. Maybe they
Yeah,
capitalized, maybe they didn't.
only time will tell as we go and take a look at
Big
this
off
team's
season from them though.
big major. I mean, they turned the whole thing around. They got, I mean, two out back obviously. Got Bridgewater as the new backup. Signed three new running backs. Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert, Sonny Michelle. Obviously traded for Reek. They have him and Waddle, terrifying. Cedric Wilson from the Cowboys. Not a lot at the tight ends. They just have Gasecki really, fullback,
Yeah,
of
Gesicki's
course.
good though. Not really
Gasecki
much of
is
an
good.
issue. They only have him.
Yeah, and then they added Taron Armstead, the best tackle that was in this free agency class. Connor Williams, off the boys. And I don't know a lot about the right side of their line to be honest, but I'm sure they're serviceable. Hopefully. What do you think about
Yeah,
this Dolphins offense?
they definitely got a lot better on offense for sure. And also I really like that they picked up Bridgewater just in case Sua's like really struggling to start off the year. Someone Bridgewater's somebody you can put in and like I mean he honestly may have had a better year than Tua last year. Like they're pretty equal QBs, so it gives some competition in the room. If Tua's struggling, throwing Bridgewater, or if he's injured, or they got options there. They got
Yeah.
Chase Edmond, that's a good running back, especially receiving wise. They got a few others that can just be pure running backs, and their
Hmm.
receiving core is looking pretty scary. They're looking good. Good O line, good receivers, some running backs.
Yeah. They obviously started out
QB is a
last year
little
bad.
questionable, but not bad at QB
Not terrible.
necessarily.
It's probably the weakest spot. I mean, last year they started off bad. Tua was injured. They had Brissett out there. Didn't have the best run. They started out like 2-7, 1-7, one of those, and they went like a big run, almost made the playoffs, but couldn't make it towards like the last couple weeks. So if they can carry the momentum from the last half of last year's season into this year, I could see him making a run and making the playoffs in a not the strongest division in football besides the Bills. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Defense though, Christian Wilkins, they got him from, and then they've had him. Sorry. I mean, they didn't really add much on defense. They just brought everyone back, and it's not a bad defense at all.
Yeah, did they? I'm trying to think.
If they did,
They
it's
got Melvin Ingram, I think.
big Melvin coming back for another
Oh.
year. Okay, sorry Melvin, I didn't see him down there in the second team. It's on me.
But yeah, other than Melvin Ingram, I don't really think they added much defensively, but that wasn't really their issue. They got a pretty solid defense. They got Byron Island and
Right,
Xavier Howard Island out there.
right.
They got Javon Holland, who was one of the better
Stud
safeties in the league last year.
Eric Rowe, very serviceable.
Eric Rowe. Yep. I
Jerome
mean,
Baker's good.
Jerome Baker
Ogba's good.
solid. Ogba, yep.
I
I
mean, their
mean,
D line's a
they
little
got a pretty okay D line. It's not anything great for
yeah,
sure. I mean, you'd like maybe a better pass rusher in there,
it's not the scariest D line you'll see, but it's not
but
the
yeah, I do
worst.
like their secondary quite a bit. They got a good secondary, very good secondary.
Yeah, it's the strong point of this defense. Their linebacking core is still serviceable. The only weak point on the defense is kind of the D line, but could definitely improve with some players like Christian Wilkins, young guy. We'll see how it goes. Moving on, third team we got here is the New England Patriots. Who really didn't do shit in this offseason. We'll take a look at their draft picks though. They got Cole Strange, which was a reach in the first round by most people's draft boards. Tyquan Thornton was also a semi-reach as a receiver, but they did need one. So if that's their guy, then that's their guy. And then they get a quarterback in the fourth round when they have a quarterback coming in their second year, unless they're just thinking that Mac Jones is going to get injured, or I don't know what the point of drafting one was this year, but yeah, I don't know. Besides that, they get a running back, a couple cornerbacks. I don't know. It's a strange draft to say the least. Get it? Did you see what I did there?
Yeah, no,
Did you catch
I
that?
did see, I
Uh
saw what
huh.
you did there,
Thank you.
and
Yep.
I'd have to agree it was a rather odd draft.
Yeah. Very strange. Very strange to say the least. All right, moving on. Depth chart. Here we go. Mac Jones, obviously second year, had a good rookie year. To some people's surprise, I'd say. Damian Harris. The running back room behind Damian Harris isn't the strongest. James White's coming off that injury. They drafted Pierre Strong, so we'll see what he can do. Devontae Parker they added. They needed to add receivers this year. The receiving core has been the weakest part of this team for years now. They
The
still have
receiving core is
Aguilar.
kind of weird because it's like they
Yeah,
got like five people that could be like a solid like number three on like most teams in the NFL. They're not
yeah.
really like
There's not a
those
one on
guys.
this team.
They're like they got like good receivers, but like Devontae Parker, Nelson Aguilar, Jacoby Myers, Kendrick Bourne are good. N'Keal Harry, he's there.
He's a
They're
bust.
they're solid receivers, but they're not like
Hmm.
not your number one, number two receiver.
Yeah, there's not a true number one on this team. It's just a bunch of serviceable guys that can go out there and catch like
And they got two
30
good tight
balls.
ends, Hunter Henry and June and Johnny Smith. I mean,
Yeah.
they got one of the better tight ends cores in the league.
And their O line obviously isn't bad. They traded that one guy I can't think of to the Chiefs, I think, for a pick. But they replaced him, I think, with Strange. They bring back Andrews. Trent Brown's been there for a minute. Isaiah Wynn, not terrible.
Yeah.
So I
I
mean, their
believe their
offensive
O
line's
line
not terrible.
struggled quite a bit when Trent Brown
Yeah,
went down last year, and they lost some depth. So maybe if they have an injury, it could get a little
could get a
scary
little
up there.
spooky.
But their starter is definitely a pretty good O line starting wise.
Yeah, we'll see what Strange can do. See if he'll prove the doubters wrong. Who knows? Move on though. Defense. I mean, they just really lost on defense. I don't think they gained a whole lot. Terrence Mitchell, maybe was that the is that the Browns guy, if I'm not mistaken, that they might have added.
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know. I think they added him, right?
I think so. Jalen Mills, I think this is his second year here. He brought back Malcolm Butler, and one of your favorite players,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, one of my guys, he
Malcolm
sat out
Butler.
last year.
Yeah, he's back. I mean,
He's
they
back.
just they cut Hightower, they cut Van Noy. I mean, they just kind of shedded this team with like some of the old dudes and elevate some of the young guys. I mean, they didn't really do a whole lot to like wow you in this offseason with signings, at least.
Well, you never know with Bill though. I
You
mean,
never
Bill
know, Bill.
always has a play up his sleeves. So who knows? Maybe these guys are some studs that he's bringing up. We'll
Yeah.
find out.
I mean, if there's anyone I trust to develop players, it's probably Bill. So, I mean, he'll probably prove us wrong. I don't know if this is a playoff roster. We'll get into that later, but
These
that's the
are some
Patriots.
interesting cornerbacks.
Yeah. Terrence Mitchell, Mills, Butler. We'll see how the boys do. But we moved to the bottom of this division last year, and I think they might stay there for another year at least. We go to the draft class, which is
Not
widely
a bad off
regarded.
season for them
Not
though.
a
Or they're
bad.
very good off season, in my opinion, personally.
Widely regarded as one of the best, if not the best draft this past year, or this past draft. Sauce Gardner number 4, Garrett Wilson
Love
10,
their top four.
Jermaine Johnson. They got late, which many people had him projected going like top 12 area.
I
Brees
mean,
Hall, top running back probably for some people. I mean, it's a
yeah,
stat
it was either
class.
him or Kenneth Walker. It was everyone's top running backs, and then Jermaine Johnson, someone I would have been okay with the Seahawks taking at 10. So to see him go all the way to them at 26 is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Most people really liked it. Like a lot of people thought Jermaine Johnson was going to be like a really good player, like especially the first year. Like he's going to be a very high floor guy that has potential to be really good.
yeah. I mean, they filled a
So
bunch of holes in the draft that they needed. Needed some help for Zach Wilson. Got that. needed some more depth or like a good quality starting running back. They got that. Edge rusher got it. I mean, they did
Yeah.
what they had to do. Brees Hall
Michael
already,
Carter could definitely be a very solid number two running back.
yeah,
So showed some things last year.
not bad, not bad at all. They obviously got Zach Wilson, second year. Joe Flacco backing him up. He's still kicking. Brees Hall, obviously. Then Michael Carter, Coleman. Receiving core is Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson. They added the tight end from the Bengals last year, Uzama.
Hmm.
Offensive
They
line,
got a pretty sneaky tight end room there. They got three tight ends that could be pretty decent. From what I heard, though, some people were kind of down on Jeremy Ruckert, but I mean, he was one of the top tight ends in the draft, and some people like Conklin, and then they also got the Bengals guy, which it's not a bad tight end room.
not bad at all. Their offensive line, I'm not familiar with a lot of them. They got Lincoln Tomlinson from my Niners, Elijah Vera Tucker from USC is a stud, Connor McGovern, I think is
Yeah,
the brother of the boys guy. So they got
I think they
him.
got a pretty good O
Makai
line.
Becton, obviously. Yeah, it's pretty. It's actually very serviceable. I don't
As
know,
long as
George Fan.
I'm not tripping, I'm pretty sure Lincoln Tomlinson and George Fan are pretty solid.
Yeah, Lincoln Tomlinson was. Yeah, he was good last year for the Niners. He was serviceable, not bad. George Fan, I'm not familiar with him, but the right side of their line is very good. So, well, any thoughts on the rest of this offense
Yeah, I
for the New York
mean,
Jets?
just going into it, like thinking about the Jets, you don't think of them as like potentially like being a team that could take like a jump, but just looking at their offense does look pretty solid on paper.
Yeah.
Like they got a solid O line above average. They got a pretty good receiving core, and as long as Garrett Wilson's good,
Mhm.
and they got two solid running backs. Zach Wilson could take a step maybe. I mean, I kind of like their offense.
Yeah, it's definitely good, and if they all pan out and play how they should, see how Zach Wilson does in the second year. Onto the defense, Carl Lawson, Rankins, Quinton Williams, Franklin Myers. A really, really cool name at that linebacker position that I'm not going to try and say. C.J. Mosley, Sauce Gardner, obviously. I mean, if anything, their defense is a little weak. I mean, they have Mosley, they have Sauce. We'll see how he goes. Joyner's good. They
I
added
kind of
him, I
like their
think.
defense, to be honest. I mean, they got a pretty good D line. They do have some question marks on it, like they don't know how Carl Lawson's going to come back. Quinn Williams was a little down last year, but he's still good. Sheldon Rankins is good.
Jermaine
Franklin Myers is
Johnson,
good.
forgot about
Jermaine
him.
Johnson is, they got like a pretty deep defensive line.
Yeah,
They got some guys they can rotate in. They got pretty solid middle. Like they got C.J. Mosley. They got like some solid linebackers. Quincy Williams isn't too bad. And then their corners aren't bad either. I mean, Ahmad guard. They got Sauce Gardner, Bryce Hall. They got Michael Carter the second, and DJ Reed, who was, in my opinion, pretty good in Seattle last year. Maybe I liked him a lot. I didn't really want him to leave Seattle.
hmm yeah, I mean, the team on paper isn't terrible. I think they're a couple years away from really competing for this division and the playoffs. But I mean, I could see them taking a step this year. They won 4 games last year. I could see them winning like 7 to 8
Well,
probably.
yeah, I definitely think they take a step this year. Well, we'll see once we get to the predictions what we're thinking.
Speaking of the predictions, let's just hop right into it. Why don't we? We have our predictor here, our lovely little prediction site we found, and we'll just go
Okay,
through every AFC East team game,
we're
predict
gonna
them.
predict their schedules.
Yep, and then at the end we'll see where we stand, and then we'll take a look at where Vegas has these teams and see if we're above or below the sports books. Starting us off, we have the Jets and the Ravens. I mean, I'm going to have to
Chalk
take the
that one up as
Ravens.
an L.
Have to take the Ravens in that game. We have the Dolphins and the Patriots, a division matchup in the first week, and it's at Miami early in the season.
I think I like Miami
I also
for
like
that one.
Miami at home. Starting it off, I mean they always get New England once, so I think that's the one they'll probably get. And where's our good old
Bills are in the
Bills at?
middle.
Bills are in the middle. Oh, there they are. It's kicking it off, of course. So against the Rams, first game of the season. I like the Bills personally.
technical difficulties, but
Hello. Yeah, we're good. As I was
good.
saying, the Bills and the Rams kicking it off. First game of the season. I like the Bills in this one.
I also like the Bills.
On the same page so far. That's great. Moving
That
on
is great.
to the second week, we have the Patriots versus the Steelers at the Steelers. I, phew. I
I'll
like,
take the Patriots.
yeah, I like the Patriots. Bill against rookie quarterbacks is 22-6.
And then
So,
also just, after the technical difficulties, I did lose your screen, so maybe throw that on
oh,
while we're
you know
going
that
through
would
this.
help. That would help. I got you right now. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Mm.
Talk about how much you like Josh Allen for like 2 seconds. Just how good is he as a
Josh
quarterback?
Allen. Let
Yeah,
me
let him
tell
know.
you about Josh Allen here.
Yep.
A man from Wyoming. Not too many men from Wyoming do you get
No.
excited about, but
Not
Josh
many.
Allen, someone that a lot of people were like, geez, they picked Josh Allen and they kind of
Yeah.
expect to be their guy.
Uh huh.
Look at now. Now
Yeah.
look at Josh
MVP.
Allen.
One of the
A
best.
top tier quarterback in the NFL. One of the best ones
Yeah.
out there. Potentially leading one of the best teams out there.
It's a possibility. The rumors are
Could
rolling.
maybe last year he could have been in the Super Bowl, if
Yeah.
the overtime rules were a little better. I mean, who knows? I mean,
You
he
know,
was cooking.
he was cooking. He Gabriel Davis 4 touchdowns. He's a stud. All right. Thank you for filling time there. Moving on. The Jets and the Browns. I have the Browns in this game. If Deshaun's playing, if
Yeah.
Deshaun's not playing, it might get a little spooky. Especially if Baker's not playing.
I mean, I would. Are we gonna assume that Deshaun Watson's not playing
I
at the beginning of this season?
I don't know. I mean it's
I really have no idea.
I think
I
he's
kind of want to take the Jets to be honest, because I kind of like the Jets for some reason. Something about the Jets.
you're a Jets guy. I mean I'll take the
A
Jets.
little bit.
I'm not against it. Dolphins Ravens. I'm gonna have to pick the Ravens. Sadly, I think the Ravens have a big bounce back
Yeah.
here. If I'm in my books.
I'll take the Ravens in that one. I'm down to go with you on that one.
And then we got the Bills and Titans at the Bills. Take the Bills
Mm,
personally. Monday Night
yeah,
Football.
I could see Derrick Henry giving them a little bit to chew
I'll run
there,
for
but
their money.
yeah, I'll take the Bills.
All right, we'll
I
move
mean,
on.
obviously there's gonna be an upset every once in a while, so
There definitely will be. There'll be a few. Looks like the Ravens play every single AFC East team to start off the season as they play the Patriots at the Patriots. You got this one. Where do you see this one going?
uh, I feel like the Ravens have to lose to one of these teams. I don't know if it's gonna be the Patriots,
Right.
so we'll give the Ravens this one too, I guess.
All right. Moving on to the Bengals at the Jets. I
What
have the.
team has the Ravens not faced? The Dolphins? Did they play the Dolphins yet in this? No, they
I
played the
don't
Dolphins.
know. I think it's the Bills.
Is it Okay, well, they can lose to the Bills, I guess. I don't think they sweep the division. We'll find out.
We'll find out. I
The
got the
Jets
Bengals against
versus,
the
yeah, I'll
Jets.
take the Bengals.
Division matchup. Bills, Dolphins.
Uh, maybe we could throw an upset in there. Say the Dolphins get them once.
At home too. What week is this?
A
This
little
is late.
home
It's gonna
game.
be hot, humid weather. I don't hate it.
Maybe sneak up on the Bills. It's early. They haven't really got too much heat yet.
We got a Thursday night game. We have Tua at Burrow and the Bengals.
I'll take the Bengals.
Okay, we then have there's our fourth one in a row. The Ravens and the Bills at the
Take the
Ravens.
Bills this time because the
Yeah,
Raven. I don't think the Ravens sweep the division. They could,
they
but
could, but yeah, I don't think so. I think they'll
it's.
drop
I think
one.
it'd be hard for them to come through and just sweep every team.
Yeah, Jets and at the Steelers.
Uh,
I
that's
think
an
that game could
interesting
go
matchup
either
there.
way.
Yeah, it could.
I edge
I'm
Steelers because
down
of home,
to.
but that's it. I mean, not
Yeah,
no
we
other
can go
reason.
Steelers. Let's go Steelers then.
All right, and then our last team on the board here is the Patriots at Green Bay. I
Take
like the
Green Bay.
the Packers. Yeah. Okay. Then we have another division matchup, Week 5, Dolphins at the Jets. I mean, the Jets
Uh,
definitely could win this game.
yeah, I mean it's a division matchup. It could always get scrappy. I'll take the Dolphins though. I think.
Yeah, I think they're the better team. I think the Jets could steal one of those games this year, but we'll see. Moving on, Steelers at the Bills. I going to take the
I'll
Bills.
just take Bills. Yeah. that one easy.
Then we have the Lions at the Patriots. The
Take the
Patriots.
Patriots on that one.
Where are our other good friends out of this division?
The Jets are there. Yeah, all of them. We picked all of
Oh, the
them.
division
Yeah.
matchup. Nice. Missed that one. Okay, now we have
Bills
the
vs Chiefs.
Patriots at the Browns. Um, I mean, if Deshaun yet again isn't playing up to week 6, but I don't.
I'll take the Patriots.
Yeah,
Why not?
because I think
Okay,
if he isn't
that's
to get
one that could go
suspended,
either way, even with Deshaun, in my opinion, because this is Deshaun coming off of a while not playing football too. It's probably going to take him a bit to be back in Deshaun Watson form,
yeah, it's
if that's still
possibility.
a bag that he has. I'm
Bills,
honestly down
Chiefs.
to go
I
Bills
like
here. They get
Bills. Yeah,
revenge.
a rematch of the AFC title game. Bills want that game back. I think they take it there in the regular season. And then the Jets at the Packers. I'm gonna have to sadly take the Packers at home.
Yeah, I'll take the Packers with you there.
Is that we're missing a
Dolphins
team?
versus
Yeah, yep, the
Vikings
Vikings.
down there.
I can honestly see the
Um,
Vikings taking it.
I could see either team winning. I'm down to go Vikings here. I don't care.
Go Vikings. I mean, could have some semi upsets, I guess. Where are our teams at here? We got the Jets at the Broncos.
Browns, Ravens up top left.
Browns and Ravens are in fact two AFC North teams. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
mean to
that
break
just
that news to
totally
you.
yeah.
I am
No, that
sorry.
I'm
I
just
know
a
you want
big
to predict that
Browns fan.
game.
I saw the Browns and like
Yeah. No,
I
I
was just so
understand.
excited to predict that game, but
It's
I'll
okay.
let it slide, I guess.
Jets
Uh,
Broncos.
yeah, Jets Bronco. I mean, I I thought the Browns were gonna upset the Ravens, but I guess
Yeah, I know.
we can
I'm
say the
sorry.
Broncos are gonna win.
Later date. All right. Uh, Steelers at the
The
Dolphins.
Dolphins and Steelers. I'll take the Dolphins.
Okay. We have the Bears at the Patriots. I like the Patriots.
Yeah, I'll take the Patriots, and the Bills are on a bye.
Okay, nice look, nice catch. All right. Patriots at the Jets. I think the Jets get one against the Patriots, if I'm being
Yeah, I
honest.
think they could too. So
Get it at
I'm down
home.
to go Jets.
Okay, we move on to our, I guess, the Dolphins at the Lions. I like the Dolphins.
Yeah, I agree.
And then we have a big boy game here. We have the Packers
Bills,
at the
Packers.
Bills.
You know what? I'm down to go Packers this one. I'm down to put on my cheese head
All right,
and give the Packers one here.
I like that. Was our team on a bye or am I missing division matchup again? I caught it. Sorry, it's on me.
You caught it. They threw it up and you caught it right
Yep,
there.
right there.
Colts, Patriots. I'd go
I go
Colts.
Colts. Yeah, I like the Colts. Bills, Jets. Do they get them back to back years? I don't know.
I think they could get them, but I'm not gonna predict it. I'll say the Bills.
They definitely could though. All right, Dolphins at Bears. I like the Dolphins. I think the Bears have one of the weaker rosters in the entire football league. If I'm being quite frank.
Yeah, I'll take the Dolphins.
Okay, now if we go to Week 10, we have the Browns at the Dolphins. I
I'll
mean, if
take the
Deshaun's not
Dolphins here.
playing by then they got problems. Um,
Yeah, I mean, who knows if Deshaun, but Deshaun could never play a game again. I mean, we really never know.
yeah, until that news comes out, it's hard to predict the Browns to be a really solid team. Vikings at the Bills. I could see the Vikings are like a sneaky good team, but that could beat anyone, but also lose like to anyone. So I don't know.
They are a weird team. I'll give it to the Bills though.
Agreed. Okay, two of our teams are on byes this week. Moving on. Jets at the Patriots. Did we give the Jets the first one?
Yeah, we did. I think the
Or I think they
Patriots
split.
probably come
Yeah.
back and get this. Yeah.
Browns at the Bills.
I'll take the Bills probably. I don't know. It's up to you.
I'll take the Bills at home. Ruckus crowd. Um, Not having the Dolphins. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, Dolphins bye. Yeah.
The Texans at the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins, of course.
Yeah, I think we're taking anyone against the Texans, unfortunately for them.
And another free game looks the Bills versus the Lions.
I'm gonna go line now. I'll take
Big
the
upset of
Bills.
the year. The Vikings
Take the Bills.
and the Patriots.
I'll take the Vikings here.
Yeah, I think the Vikings get one of these teams. One of these good three teams, I guess. Guess it's going to be the Patriots. Bears at the Jets. I like the Jets, personally.
I don't mind going the Jets. I could see either team. I'll take the Jets.
Okay. Bills at the Patriots.
I probably see about a 55-0 Bills win here.
You know, I don't hate that. Take the over in that game. You heard it here first, folks.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got the Jets at the Vikings.
I'll take the Vikings.
Okay, then we have the Dolphins at the 49ers. You know,
It could be a good
the,
game.
I won't let my bias get in. I'll let you pick.
Oh, well, I mean Trey Lance is throwing against a
Stud.
good secondary,
Tua,
and
he's
Debo may be gone by then. He could be on the Dolphins by this week.
okay. I don't like where this
Um,
is going.
I mean it could go either way in my opinion. I just to mess with you, I could give it to the. We'll go 49ers.
All right. I mean, that's gonna be a good game. Could go either way. I mean, hopefully our secondary can stop that
I think those
offense,
are
but
two pretty equal teams.
probably we'll see how it all turns out. Am I missing anyone? Nope, doesn't appear to be.
No, I don't think.
All right, Jets at the Bills. Did the Jets take one? Are we at home too? Oof,
Ooh,
that would be a
nah.
wild one. Dolphins at the Chargers. I like the Chargers in that matchup.
I'll go Chargers here, yeah.
Um, Patriots at the Cardinals.
Take the
mean,
Cardinals here.
yeah, I could. I mean, they could win that. I don't know. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. Week 15, the Dolphins at the Bills. I think the
You know
Dolphins
what?
get
I'm
one.
down to go Dolphins here,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think the Dolphins get one against the Bills.
Did we? I think we may have gave the Dolphins the
I
one
don't
and
remember.
they may sweep the Bills. That's a,
Oh
that
well, yeah. I
happens.
mean, it's football, baby. Any given Sunday.
That's just football.
Patriots at the Raiders. I lean Raiders in this game.
Yeah, I could see either way. I'm down. You know what? No, actually, I'm gonna go Patriots. I think Patriots upset them, even
All
though
right, I mean, I'll
it's
take it.
not. Well, yeah, it's an upset. Yeah,
It's an
it's
upset, yeah.
definitely an upset.
We have the Lions at the Jets. I do like the Jets.
Yeah, I'll take the Jets there. Why not?
Is that it? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, no buys that week or this week.
Jags at the Jets. Number one versus number two
I'll take
pick.
the Jets again. I think the Jets got on a little
Oh, we're
heater
going
here.
on a streak. Okay.
I think they're heating up.
The Bengals at the Patriots.
Good. Are the Patriots heating up
I
too?
think the Patriots might take this one, if I'm being honest.
You think the Patriots are heating? All right.
Joe Burrow's
Okay.
head. They're in.
They're
Okay.
heating up.
They're heating up. The Bills. Okay, well the Bears aren't
I
heating up.
was actually gonna say the Bears by
Oh, who are
50,
you?
but
Oh, I'm sorry. I took
hey,
that away from you. That's on me.
Dolphins versus Green Bay here. What's your thoughts on that one?
Um, I like. Oh, jeez. I like Green Bay.
I'm
Just
I'm not. Let's go Green Bay. I think here.
yeah,
They always like to have the really good regular season. They'll probably have a few like 3 losses or something.
yeah,
It's just a
probably.
Green Bay type of season.
Typically, Dolphins at the Patriots.
Uh,
I think the Patriots won't lose both. If I'm being honest.
yeah, no, with it we can have the
At home
Patriots
too.
split it.
Bills at the Bengals. Monday Night Football.
I think we give it to the Bills here.
I agree. Don't hate it. Let's see. Jets at your Seahawks. That's gonna be a fucking game.
Yeah, I'll take the Seahawks.
Your boys get it
Or
done.
well, I mean, I'm not really biased on this spot because I don't really care because I don't think my Seahawks are going to be making the most noise. But you can pick it since I picked the Niners one.
All right. Well, now I feel like a dick if I pick the Jets. See, now you put
No,
me in a
I
situation.
don't really.
All
If
right.
I would prefer for us to get the number one pick this
Well,
year.
if I'm being
So
honest, if I take a look at both teams and I stack them up and I go position by position and I give a check and a grade, I think the Jets have a better roster currently. So for that reason, I will take the Jets because I'm not a Drew Lock guy. I'm sorry. I don't mean to break the Seahawks fans' hearts there, but I'm also not a Geno guy if that helps. So I'm not
well,
biased.
I thought that would switch you if
No.
Gino was
I
playing,
mean,
but
if you guys have a third string quarterback, maybe if you throw him out there, I might reconsider that. Jacob Eason, is he on your team? No.
yeah,
Is he? Oh.
yeah, I'm
Well, if
pretty
you guys
sure.
throw Eason out there, we might be in for something. Where are we at? Oh,
Bottom,
Patriots at the
the
Bills.
two division matchups.
Oh yes, of course, Division Sunday, Week 18.
I think I don't know. I think the Bills probably take it. I don't think the
Yeah.
Patriots get one.
And then we have the Jets at the
I think
Dolphins.
the Dolphins just take this probably.
All right, well, that's our. There we go. Left side of the screen, third down. If you're watching at home, we have the Bills going 14-3, 4-2 in division. The Dolphins 10-7, 5-1 in division. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Patriots 8-9, 2-4 in division, and the Jets 6-11, 1-5 in division.
I'm not mad at those. I think we did have the Dolphins potentially sweeping the Bills, which I don't know if that will happen.
Hey, probably not,
But
but
I
maybe.
do think 10-7 is about right for the Dolphins. I think that's a good number for them. So, I got a record I'm satisfied with for them.
Yeah, I mean all these
And
are
I'm
pretty
satisfied with
common.
the Bills being, yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I could see about all these records. It's kind of what I was actually had pictured in my head.
Is
So
it okay? Well, then we did it right. Let's take a look at
obviously there'll
Vegas.
probably be some kind of random upset or something
Oh
that
yeah,
throws off our picks
some
and
of these will be looking back on and be like, oh, that was
yeah.
dumb as fuck. But that's football. So
Well, I mean, maybe the records will be good though. It doesn't the realistically that picking each week doesn't really matter
it
because you
doesn't.
never know what it's going to look like each
It's just the
week.
records pretty much that we're caring about here, not the games, because that could go. Who knows? Some wild shit could happen. But moving on to our over unders that Vegas has, it has the Jets at 5.5. So we have the Jets going over 5.5, 6 wins. It has the Patriots at 8.5. We have the Patriots going under,
At 8 and 9, right? Yeah.
and then the Bills at 11.5. We have them going smooth
Going
over 14, and the Dolphins at 9. We have them going over by a game. So you know, if you're out there and you're a
So if you
sport
want to
betting
make a
man,
lot of money,
parlay that. Parlay the Jets over, the Patriots under, the Bills over, and the Dolphins over, and you're gonna make yourself some fucking fat stacks. I mean,
to
we
be
broke it
fair though,
down here.
I don't think we really took into the fact that some of these rosters may, like the Bills roster, may not be playing at all really in like the last week or two of the season. So
Yeah, there's a strong
that
possibility
could
of that
take a game
happening.
away from like the Bills. Dolphins would probably be playing since we had them at 10 wins. They want to secure that playoff spot
Oh
or
yeah,
even get it. I mean, they how many wins did they have last year? 9 or
mm,
10?
I think it was either 8 or 9. I think
There
I
was
could
there was
look.
teams that missed out in the AFC with 10 though, right?
Well, I'll take a
I think the Ravens had
peek.
10 maybe in this or something.
The Dolphins last year had 9, and uh, the Colts
Raiders
were
made it.
the
Oh,
Colts should have made it like 3 weeks in a row and ended up
y-
not making it with nine
yeah, the
wins. But
Chargers also had 9 wins. Steelers made it with 9 wins. Okay.
yeah,
But yeah, I think 10 wins next year could be like you could miss the playoffs. I mean, there's a chance.
the AFC next year is fucking spooky.
It's
A
really
lot of teams
spooky,
got better.
especially in that AFC West.
Oh man,
That's gonna be a fun one to do once we get there.
yeah. What do we got next up for this fun series? We got the AFC North. Your Browns that you wanted to get to.
Yep,
Let's get into
I
your
cannot
Browns.
wait. I I think we also had the Browns getting absolutely
Oh
smacked
yeah,
by
just
everybody
0 and
too.
4, just a
I
clean
think
sweep. I think.
we may have had that. Probably had the
Yeah.
Steelers getting swept too. Oh no, we had the
1 and
Steelers
3.
getting one. That's probably about right. We
Yeah.
had the Bengals going 2-2.
We had the Bears and Lions getting absolutely pummeled. The
Packers
Packers
sweeping the division.
sweeping.
Vikings having a good time too.
Yeah, I mean, definitely some things that could happen. But do you have any closing thoughts on the AFC East here?
Uh, no, not really. I like our picks. I think the Bills win the division. I like the Dolphins for second,
Right.
and I think the Patriots missed the playoffs, and
Okay.
I think the Dolphins have a good chance of making it, but it is going to be tough with the AFC West and the other good teams out there that could sneak in wild cards.
Mhm.
But I definitely have the Bills making it, so there we go.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Bills. I mean, they're the Super Bowl favorites. I think they're gonna be the best team in the AFC this year. Packer or the Patriots, I think took a bit of a step back. I don't think they make it. Dolphins, reloaded, signed a bunch of dudes. You have Tua back. I could see them having a good year. Jets, a couple years away. We'll see how it goes, but we'll see you next week for the AFC North and all those predictions. We got the Ravens, the Browns, Steelers, the Bengals. Some good
The
teams there.
Browns,
Your Browns, of course. So yeah, we'll see
Jim
you.
Brown's Browns,
We'll
the
see you next week
Browns.
for that.
Love the
So long.
Browns.